Good morning, Virginia. This is Virginia This Morning.
This segment featuring the iDrive program is sponsored by AAA Mid-Atlantic.
iDrive is very important, and these kids are learning so much as they go through the process here. This year we got kids from Chesterfield County, and Shannon's here. We're going to talk to you in a second. Not ladies first this time. John Lex, you're with the American Trucking Associations, and this big rig behind us, it's interesting. Last year we had them outside, and it was big.
Yes.
But when you see it inside the building like this, and then you walk down the length of it, that's why they call them big rigs, isn't it?
Yes, sir. That's a tractor trailer. It's about 68 feet long from nose to tail.
Wow. And when you do walk it inside a building like this, it really is amazing how big they are. And that's not even a double, which we see on Virginia highways all the time. When you take the kids through this process and let them climb up inside, they get a chance to look in the mirrors. And those of us who've been driving for a while know that, there's a blind spot on every car.
Yep.
And our cars are, 12 feet long or whatever. This thing's how long?
This thing's 68 feet long.
So now we got, 5 times as much. And how big is the blind spot on a tractor trailer?
Well, we have 4 different areas that are blind spots. The biggest blind spot is on the passenger side. It'll actually go the entire length of the truck and actually extend 3 lanes.
Wow.
Pretty bad.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's why we always ask you, if you're going to pass one of us, please do it on the driver's
side, if possible at all.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely stay on the driver's side. So with a huge blind spot like that, what are you telling the kids?
Tell them to beware of the blind spots. Let them know if they're curious, if they come up on a tractor trailer and they're wondering if they're in one of those blind spots, to always look in the mirror of the truck. If you look in the mirror, if you see the driver's face, you're okay. He can see you. If you cannot see that truck driver's face in the mirror, you're in a blind spot. You need either slow down or speed up, but get out of that area.
Get out of there on the passenger side. And when the kids climb up in the rig, which has got to be cool anyway, does that make an impact other than just walking down the side of it?
Oh, absolutely. Walking up to the truck, it's pretty intimidating.
Yeah.
But once they get in, it's pretty comfortable. It's got a nice cushy seat in it. It's got a lot of gauges and switches and stuff, so it's pretty neat. Kids really enjoy it.
Yeah. Now, truckers, we know, are some of the safest drivers out there. And I'm sure you've heard stories from truckers about how people cut them off and things like that. Is there one tip you give to the kids over all the others?
Absolutely. Number 1 is please buckle up. Please use your turn signal. Please be aware of your surroundings. Like I said earlier, look in the mirror of that truck. Make sure you see that driver's face. If you see that driver's face in the mirror, they can see you. And please, don't never linger around a truck.
Yeah.
Either slow down or speed up, but just do not ride beside a big truck.
Let's not cruise along beside them. Okay.
No, sir.
All right, let's talk to a young driver, and this is Shannon Neva Dumsky. Did I get it even close to right,
Yes,
Shannon?
you did.
And you're 15. You're a new driver. Have you got your learner's permit?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have you been out on a highway with rigs like this yet, or have you kind of stayed close to home?
I've stayed pretty close to home. I haven't really gotten anywhere near those yet.
And after today, what do you think?
I never realized how dangerous it could be driving next to one of those, and it is kind of intimidating. You just got to be careful and realize that you need to stay where they can see you as best as you can.
Now, when you got in the rig and you're looking, could you see down the passenger side?
No, I couldn't.
Yeah.
I didn't know that the blind spot was that big. So, yeah, I could not see back there.
Okay. John, tell us, we talked about the length of this big rig and how intimidating it can be. If you're going 60 miles an hour or 65, somewhere in that range, how long does it take to stop a fully loaded big rig like this?
Okay. Fully loaded big rig like this weighs about 80,000 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very heavy.
Yeah.
It will take the entire length of a football field from end zone to end zone to come to a complete stop. That's from the time the driver sees that there's a problem, from the time he reacts, time he puts his foot on the brake, until that vehicle comes to a complete stop.
So the next time you're in front of a tractor trailer and they're about a car length behind you, keep that in mind. end zone to end zone to bring that big rig to a big stop.
Absolutely. A lot of opportunities that we have out on the road is we try to always ride in the right-hand lane because we're big, we're heavy, and we're slow. Want everybody to pass us on the left-hand side. What the problem is a lot of times people start to pass us and realize, oh, I got to get off on that next exit. They'll cut over in front of the truck, slam on their brakes, and try to get off on that exit, which is a very bad idea.
As we said from Chesterfield County last year, Henrico, they are learning how to be safe thanks to our friends from AAA. It's iDrive out at the RIR, what we used to call the old fairgrounds, on CBS 6 and Virginia this morning.